everybody. Welcome. Hello. Welcome to the Busy Moms Fitness, Nutrition, Mindset, and Accountability community. We are back in 2024, and I am super pumped to share some amazing community changes and updates for the new year. Over these past 7 weeks, I have committed to my time and my energy for our Commit to Your Health program, and that is wrapping up this Saturday. And that means these last 7 weeks, I've put my focus towards that program, but also towards thinking about what this group is going to look like, what is to come, and how is it going to best serve you, and ways to get a little bit more out of it. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through a few different things. I'm going to give you our agenda and some fun things that are coming up. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about who this group is for. There's some of you in this group who have not been here in a long time, or you're saying, Morgan, where have you been? So I'm going to remind you on who this group is for, why this group was created, what you can expect from me in this group, as well as what I'm going to expect from you as being part of this group. And then we're going to go over a workshop that I'm going to be hosting every single month, as well as reminders about 2024 and goal setting and things you need to remember with all of the buzz around. And then finally, some super exciting news. So if you are watching on Facebook right now here live, drop hashtag live in the comments. Let me know. If you are watching later on and it's after work, drop hashtag replay in the comments. Same thing if you're watching on YouTube, because this replay does get posted on YouTube. So with that, I am super excited. We've got some big things that I've been working on, and I'm excited to share. So first off, let's really talk about who this group is for. This community is for busy moms and busy women who are ready to take their life back, feel more confident, feel stronger, have more energy, all while learning simple micro habits that when built on top of each other are going to lead to huge life sustainable changes. So you can get off the diet cycle, you can stop going to 0 to 100 every new year, so you can actually enjoy life. You can enjoy your food, you can enjoy going out, you can enjoy all the things life has to offer while still reaching your health goals and feeling amazing about yourself. So this group was created for the busy mom, for the busy woman who just struggles to find the time to work out, drink the water, be with the kids, prioritize time, get the work done, and get enough sleep, and all of those things. I've been a nanny since I was probably 12, now I think about it. Way before I could drive, and looking back, probably sooner than I would have ever thought somebody would put me in charge of their kids. But with that, I've been a nanny for a really long time. And what that's done is it's allowed me into multiple homes of multiple different busy moms, some of which work in the corporate world, some of which are business owners. And I got to see what works, what doesn't, where the struggles are. Same thing goes is I've just worked with a ton of different women who have a crazy life. We live in this world of busy. We are always busy. Everybody's busy. But there's a way to make things work, and there's a way to make things work that do not drain the life out of you. And in this group, I'm going to teach you exactly how to do that, how to be more sustainable, to make yourself feel confident and amazing, and to love your life rather than feeling like you're just busy and bogged down all the time. So one of the things that I am going to expect from you inside this group is for you to post, ask questions, share your wins, all in the feed. The way this group is transitioning and changing, what that means is we're going to do more feed in the group. So I will share more on that in a little bit, but when you reach out to me and you ask a specific question, I may say, hey, can you post that on the feed so I can give your answer so others can benefit? Or I may say, hey, here's the answer. I'm also going to post your question and give the answer there as well so more can benefit. Same thing goes. I just had someone ask for a recipe. I'm like, post in there. I will share my recipe. Others may have other great recipes as well. So I want you to ask your questions, share your wins, and post it in the group. I want you to take action. Over the past couple years of having this group, I've gone live every single week, and I've really taught, and I really try to work on implementing, but there's always that piece where we get stuck in learning, and never taking action. And this year, I want to stop that. I want you to learn and take action. And that's why the way this group is shifted for a reason. I want you to cheer each other on. You are all in this group because you want support, you want accountability, you want to know you are not the only one going through the same struggles. Talk about those struggles, support someone else in this community. If they post something, they're really feeling down, Bring them up, ask them questions, really just know that they're not the only one. Same goes. The more transparent we can be with each other, the better it's going to be. And I want you also in this group to think about how can I better serve you? So I want you to think about, as this group is here, it's here for you. And if there's something that I could do better, I want you to share with me. Whether it's posting or sharing with me individually, whatever that looks like, I want all your ideas. I want to know how I can better help you. And I can't know that unless you communicate that. So that is the last thing I ask about you being part of this group. So now, what do you expect from me in this group? In the past, you have seen me go live every single Thursday at noon, like I mentioned. Come this year, we have some awesome things happening. So number one, we are going to switch the frequency as which I go live. The first Thursday of every single month at noon Eastern Standard Time, I will be going live inside the group via Facebook Live, just like you are seeing here. For right now, if you are like, Morgan, I miss when we could jump into the Zoom room and we could have real conversation and dialogue. If somebody reaches out to me and tells me that that's what we want, I will switch back to that format. But in the meantime, I'm gonna go Facebook Live. Reason being is I'm going to, once a month, first Thursday of each month at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm gonna go live with one topic training. And that is gonna be the month's training topic. So for instance, today's training topic, which I will get to at the end, is going to be goal setting and planning for a more fulfilled life. I'm going to give you a little lesson and then I'm going to tell you what's next. So top of each month, I'm going to give you that lesson. Following that month, it may be the second week, it may be the third week, it may be the fourth week. Each month, the date's going to change, but I will be offering a paid workshop for those of you who are not already part of our Get Fit With Me Inner Circle. That is our paid program. But if you are not part of that paid program and you would like to join in the workshops, I will be offering a select few of you seats, and it's first come, first serve. So if you're like, Morgan, I want in the workshop, drop workshop in the comments below. I will get you the link. Also up above my head in Facebook, you're gonna see the link to sign up for the workshops. Each workshop is gonna be $50. And reason being is you will get information and deliverables leading up. You will get a workshop that will last no more than 2 hours. Within 48 hours, you're going to get a replay with our takeaways, deliverables, as well as the replay so that you can rinse and repeat the system and the workshop that I taught time and time again. And maybe for this goal setting one, it's something you want to do on a quarterly basis. You have all the tools and stuff here with you for you to rinse and repeat. So that is why the cost is what it is. And I want to be able to offer this to a select few. And really, when we pay to play, we tend to actually show up and put the effort in. And that's what I want this year. I want you, I want women, I want busy moms. I want you and people who are ready to show up and do the freaking work. We do so much learning, so much watching of other people's lives. I'm tired of it. Like, get into action, show up and get in your own life. And showing up to these workshops is going to be a great way to take a learning and implement it. So with that, we're going to talk about what January's workshop looks like, and then we're going to go into today's lesson and training. So our workshop for the month of January is going to take place next Wednesday, January 10th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're planning for 2 hours. I will not go over. With that being said, if we get through it in an hour, I'm going to cut it. I'm not going to keep you on for a whole hour. During that workshop, I do expect for you to, if you sign up and you can't come, just let me know. I want to make sure that everyone's got all the appropriate things. So if you sign up and you can't last minute come, no worries. I will get you everything you need. But if you're coming and you're at the start, I'll ask, hey, who's able to be on the whole time? If you've got, Morgan, I got a call in about a half hour. I'm here for the beginning. Great. All I ask is we communicate back and forth once you sign up for the workshop to know how long you're going to be there so I can accurately prepare to stay within that 2-hour time limit. So next Wednesday, January 10th, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I am going to be doing a workshop called Creating a Fulfilled Life Through Goals and Planning. And this is a spin on goal setting, because when we look at goal setting, we always think new year, first of the year, new resolutions, all these things. And we get going like pedal to the metal way too fast. And all of a sudden by January 26th, we've burned out and we're back into old habits. So this year, what we're going to do is we're going to be looking at the 8 areas of life that have been found that if we focus on and we put equal energy into them, we are going to have a more fulfilled life. Sorry, I'm just super excited to share this. I've been talking to people, I've been writing emails, all the things. So the 8 areas are health and fitness, spiritual, career and business, family and friends, romance and relationships, personal development, finance and net worth, and then recreation and hobbies. So essentially what we're going to do is we will start by looking at all 8 of those categories and deciding, where are we? It's a little circle. I will actually, if you sign up for the workshop, I will also be sending you a physical legend planner, because in the workshop, I'm going to be teaching out of this. And I want you to have the physical thing that you can then use all year long. It is undated. So if you end up missing a month, like I missed a month last year, it's not a waste. You can still use up the planner. So in this month's workshop for $50, you get the workshop, the replay, the deliverables, and I will be sending you a legend planner, which this right here is just worth it all in general, personally. So we'll essentially be looking at that as a whole, and we'll be starting off by seeing, where do we feel the most fulfilled in all those areas? And if we get to the end and we're like, oh, I'm really not feeling fulfilled in my career, that is the area of your focus for the remainder of the workshop. So everybody's is going to be a little bit different, but the strategy we're going to move through is going to work no matter what area of fulfillment is lower. You're going to walk away with at least one micro habit to implement either on a daily or a weekly basis, so that when we look at the end of 2024, you can see that you're more fulfilled in that area than you were at the start. And that is just a very small glimpse into what that's going to look like. So please, if you have any additional questions, or if you're like, Morgan, I'm already feeling this way, but I'm not sure if it will work, please shoot me a message. Drop them in the comments would be ideal, because I know everybody else has probably got the same question. And you can use the link either above my head, or I'm going to drop it right here. It's a Stripe link. Let me grab that real quick and put that in the comments. Control C. Perfect. So I just dropped the other link there. Click the link, complete the payment. I get notification on my side. And then at the start of the week of the workshop is when you'll get like, hey, workshops on this day. Here's what you need to make sure you have. And during that, I will also be asking for your address to make sure I can get that legend planner sent to you. If you do decide to sign up the day before, I won't be able to get that legend planner to you in time, but you'll still work through it, and you can do the back and you can go back and put it in there. So the sooner you sign up, the more likely you are to have that legend planner on the day of the workshop, which is next Wednesday, January 10th at 1 p.m. Eastern. If you can't make it at that time, signing up and paying the money will also get you that replay, so you can do this on the back end and follow up with me for questions and support. So with that, we are going to move into each month with that. So January is goal setting. February is mastering organization and time management, and March is meal prep and planning, where you will walk away with 1 full month worth of meal plans for your family. So with that, we're going to then kind of transition into what today's lesson and training is. And like I said, we're going to keep these kind of short and sweet. Some weeks, if I have a lot of content to share, it's going to be closer to 20 minutes. If it's more of like, hey guys, this is what we're working on, these are the top 3 takeaways, it's going to be closer to like 10, 15 minutes. So just know that I'm going to make these calls a little bit quicker. And the reason is, I'll share after this. So reminders as we go into 2024 with goal setting, and that's the lesson I want to share with you, is there is so much buzz everywhere of like, sign up, do the new thing, sign up for this, I've got this deal, I've got this deal, this is happening. It is overwhelming. And it's really easy to get sucked into doing a ton of new things. And there is about 1% of you out there that can be successful by going 0 to 100. And there's a lot of you, full transparency, that will say, I can do 0 to 100, but you get to about 6 months or a year and you're dead. And you're like, oh, I'm so tired of this. That you may not lose that momentum in that first month, or maybe that first 3 months, maybe not even in that first 6 months, but by a year, you are pretty well burned out. And our health doesn't deserve to have a burnout. Like, it's not a candle. The flame should never go out. Our health is like a marathon, other than there's no finish line. We are slowly working and building on the miles, week after week, day after day, hour after hour, as we grow and we build. So remembering that as you are starting this year, maybe you've already created a bunch of these New Year's resolutions and these goals. I love it. I love when we think into the future and we create the life we want. But what I want you to do is think about, what action steps did you give yourself? Are they these big drastic where you're cutting out sugar for the next 3 months? If so, think back, choose something a little smaller, because we want to think sustainability long term. We don't want that to burn out. We don't want you to get to month 3, say, I did 3 months without sugar, and then eat a ton of sugar after. We've just all we did was we put a Band-Aid on something, and then we took the Band-Aid off. So we want to build sustainable habits that actually are going to last a lifetime when you are creating goals and resolutions. Start of the year is a great time to set these, but making sure our action steps, which we work through in the workshop, actually make sense, that are going to be sustainable. For instance, if it is exercising and you're someone who doesn't exercise at all, committing to 7 days of exercise, high intensity right off the bat, it's not sustainable. Start with 1 day. Or if you're like, I can do one, start with 2 days. Whatever that looks like, start lower. And I'm going to share this in reference to when I started this Facebook group. I started going live once a week because I knew that was something I could commit to for at least 2 years. Same thing goes for our health. You need to start with things that you can commit to at least 2 years. So keep that in mind as you've set these goals, as you've set yourself up for success. And some of you may be getting frustrated with me and thinking, Morgan, you've just like poo-pooed on all of my New Year's resolutions. I don't mean to poo-poo on them. All I'm doing is trying to bring light to something that we tend to run the same way on the hamster wheel every January. I have done it. Do not get me wrong. I have been there, but I've gotten out of that cycle. And as we go into the new year, I usually will add another habit onto my current habit stacks, just one of them. So some other things to remember is use this community for help, support, ask us. If you are someone who is running that same racket or on that same hamster wheel every January, it may not be your goals that need a little shifting. Maybe your goals are great. Maybe your mindset this year needs a little bit of work. Maybe we need to focus some more time and energy into our mindset, into reframing what things look like. We are stuck in, we have been taught to do things a certain way for so long, and seeing what other people do. You are your own individual. And a lot of times the reason we don't achieve our goals is we don't have action steps, we don't track, we're trying to do something exactly the way that somebody else's body needs it, not the way our body needs it. And it's important that we are doing things for us and we are being consistent. Another thing I like to share is, I share this all the time in our inner circle, is if you are now realizing after 10, 15 years, let's say your kids are 18, and you're now noticing, wow, I haven't felt like me in a really long time. It's been 5 years, 7 years. It's been a really long time since I felt like me. It's going to take longer than 21 days, 30 days, 60 days, or even 90 days to reframe and rebuild habits that make you feel like yourself again. And we are going to make these changes, and you're going to slowly start to feel like yourself. And the more we build, the more and more you're going to feel like yourself. But it takes time. It takes a ton of time. I am always reframing. I am always working on my mindset, because I can work on I can exercise every day, but if I don't focus on my nutrition, things aren't going to move. I can focus on my nutrition, I can focus on exercise, but if I don't focus on my sleep, I'm going to hold on to weight. If I don't focus on stress, my stress levels are going to be high and I'm going to be very unhappy. Like, we have to focus on all these areas in our life, but we can't start everywhere. We have to start in one spot and build on one another. So I would love to know, do you have goals for 2024? What is a goal that you want to achieve in 2024? Put it in the comments below. I would love to know. Finally, I'm going to remind you one more time, grab that workshop link, sign up, be part of this, transform and look at goals and planning different this year. Look at fulfilling your life rather than accomplishing a goal. And we're going to be doing that in the workshop. Finally, last big piece of news. The reason we are switching to a once a month live on Thursdays, first Thursday of each month at noon, and then a monthly paid workshop is because come May, Get Fit With Me is launching a podcast, and I am really excited. And what that podcast is going to look like is I'm going to go every single week. I will be posting an episode every single week. So that will be your extra touch point for those of you who are really bummed that I'm not going to go live every week. Come May, that's going to come back, but it's going to come back in episode version, in podcast version. Reason being, if you read my email yesterday, I have talked to a ton of you, and a lot of you watch the replays more than you actually show up live. But you've stressed how kind of a bummer it is when you have to watch the replay on Facebook while you're driving or while you're out and about walking. It's not convenient. So I've listened and I'm making it more convenient for you. And I will be creating a podcast, and it will be starting in May, and it will go out. I'll have an episode a week, and I am super excited. It's going to be me. It's going to be other people in the industry. It's going to be other areas to help make us feel more rounded and fulfilled in 2024. So on that, I would love to know if you'd like to be part of our workshop. Either click that link above or in the comments below, or drop the word workshop below and we'll talk. Finally, if you have a goal for 2024 that you want to achieve, that you want to, or an area of your life that you want to be more fulfilled in, drop it in the comments. I would love to know. So on that note, for those of you who are joining us in the workshop next Wednesday, January 10th at 1 p.m. Eastern, I will see you there. If not, I will see you the first Thursday of the month in February, which is going to be February 1st. So I will see you back live here inside the group February 1st at noon Eastern Standard Time. I will talk to you soon. Have a great rest of your day.